Welcome to Chess Africanism, where we don't just teach chess. We marinate it, we season it, then we serve it hot. Now grab a plate. Today's recipe is how to build up an attack. And trust me, by the end of this game, White is going to wish they ordered takeaways instead. White begins with e4. I respond with c6. The Caro-Kann, a very polite opening. It smiles at you, offers you tea, then quietly takes your house. White develops the knight to f3. I strike the center with d5. White captures. I capture back. Simple, nothing suspicious. At least, that's what White thought. White develops the bishop. I calmly develop mine. Knights come out. Everybody is behaving. If this was a family meeting, everyone would still be saying, "Good afternoon." Then White pins my knight with the bishop. Trying to apply pressure, I simply play e6. Relax. Good chess isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. Like your mother saying, "We'll talk when we get home." That's when you know you're finished.
A few moments later.
White decides to capture my knight. Now here's where things get interesting. I capture back. With the g-pawn, most beginners look at this and panic. "Master, you doubled your pawns." Relax. Sometimes you mess up your hairstyle. To win the boxing match, those double pawns just open the highway for my rook. That's called long-term thinking. Chess isn't Instagram. Not everything has to look pretty. White castles long. I bring my rook to c8. My pieces are slowly waking up. No rushing. No unnecessary drama. Like when Ramaphosa wants Obama to dance to Amapiano.
Unfortunately, he cannot dance as well as Madiba can dance.
That's exactly what's happening here. Every black piece is slowly finding the dance floor. White centralizes another rook. I play a 6, just asking the bishop a simple question. "Brother, are you renting or buying?" The bishop quietly moves away. Good. Now I push h5. Some people think flank pawns shouldn't move. Meanwhile, I'm already preparing tomorrow's headlines. White plays h3. I quietly move my king to f8. Now, if you're new to chess, you're probably thinking, why is black walking the king? Excellent question. Because sometimes the king must leave the kitchen, so the heavy chefs can start cooking. Remember that. White now launches a pawn with g4. Very aggressive. Looks scary. Twitter would call this main character energy. I simply continue developing. Knight to b4. No panic. Because when someone is shouting, you don't have to shout louder. Sometimes you whisper, then checkmate them. Then White pushes a 3. And this is where the pot starts boiling. My rook captures the knight on c3. Wait, did black just sacrifice a rook? Exactly. Now I know what some of you are thinking. He's lost his mind. Relax, we're not burning the food. We're adding peri-peri. White captures the rook, feeling clever. My opponent blundered. Did he? Or did he invite you into the trap? The knight jumps into a 2 with check. Now the king starts running. He goes to b2. My knight captures another piece on c3. The king captures the knight. And now the queen enters the chat. Queen to a5. Check. Ladies and gentlemen, when the queen joins the attack, you don't ask questions. You start praying. The king runs. Queen captures on a 3. Another check. King runs again. Queen to b4. Check. King runs again. Queen to c3. At this point, this king has traveled more than South Africans during the December holidays. Someone call Bolt. Or Uber. Even better, call Home Affairs. This king needs a new address. White desperately plays queen to d2. Too late. My bishop calmly slides to a 3. Check. Beautiful. Elegant. Like putting the last piece into a 1,000-piece puzzle. The king has only one square left. He steps to b1. And then the queen calmly arrives on b2. Checkmate. Game over. Do you see what just happened? The attack didn't appear out of nowhere. It was cooked. Slowly, but gently. Every move added another ingredient.